to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they pick that one off.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. The long drive last time out for this offense, Charles, if you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
The problem is a former defensive back. I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And the Ravens are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Jackson. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And the Eagles are going to have it here just past the 25.
Parker, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, 1st down. That run's successful in large part because they had a lot of extra help blocking up front.
Yeah, you've got guys who can do that very, very well. In addition, they can catch the football. So sometimes when they line up with 3 tight ends, it's not necessarily to run it, and that gives you an advantage when you do decide to barrel off the line of scrimmage and block people downfield.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Hurts. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw complete there to Bateman. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Kind of a dangerous throw there. He's off balance when he gets rid of it. But this is all about a quarterback knowing what he can get away with. And that time, it turns into a completion and a healthy gain as well.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Buying time to his left. And going deep for Hill. And this is caught inside the 5. So give him the yardage on the completion and also tack on 15 more.
If you get that hand up there, you've got to let go immediately or just not close the hand at all. He didn't, gave it a tug, and that was easy for the officials to see.
So the face mask moves him closer, and now 1st and goal. Edwards. Touchdown, Baltimore. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Next to score, Ravens 14, Eagles 7. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you.
Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. Well, let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. You got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every play.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Jackson on first down, escaping the pressure right. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 36 yards on the play.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has 2 options. Cut off the route and come back to Hill, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play.
Now Jackson on first down, flush to his right. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 48 yards. And the Ravens have broken the tie.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Tucker now for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Ravens 21, Eagles 14. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts, eluding the pressure right. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Hurts to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before it's taken down. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
This one was all about clearing space for this play to work because he's going to leak out of the backfield to his right, then angle his way up the field. And a really pretty throw to put it on him and create the big play downfield.
And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And a potential turning point as he'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. After the interception, here's Jackson. Flushed out right. He's going to fire one. Corner of the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
2nd and 10. Jackson. They'll roll him out right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked up by Justin Evans. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Sliding out of the pocket. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this 3rd quarter. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the 2nd quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer.
At the 34-yard line.
Right back to Swift again on second down. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off, and try and chip someone at the second level.
It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
Well, they certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
Now Hurts going to get this to his running back, Swift. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that'll make it second down. Throwing is Hurts. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. An audible here to get a new look. They'll try it now with Swift. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Great.
Once again, it's Swift. Called out a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Here's a 2nd and 5. They'll set up a throw. He'll buy some time right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up 3rd down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Yeah, and that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And down inside the 15 he goes. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
Well, partner, they've used him quite well out of the backfield in this one. And here's another nice example. They set up the screen, and he's able to pick his way downfield for a nice gain there.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. They run out of the gun with Swift. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 46 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to lose yardage here. As they will switch ends as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long.
He'll drop to throw. Throws right side, and that's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll drop to throw.
He'll drop this one off to Swift.
Touchdown!
DeAndre Swift
From 3 yards out.
And the Eagles are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th-quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Elliott on for the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
This one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown. All tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And the Eagles are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
DeAndre Swift
with now 2 4th-quarter touchdowns.
And the Eagles strike quickly to take the lead here in the 4th.
As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
Elliott good on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And Hill will opt for the touchback.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the 2nd half after a decent first half offensively. But they need their best drive of the game right here.
That's caught inside the 20. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Odell Beckham, 75 yards.
And the Ravens Ravens are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Tucker now to add the point after. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the fourth.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our VCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
They go play action with Hurts.
Rolling to his left.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
Hurts. And he is caught.
And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. They'll come up now on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Well, they'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. From the gun, it's Hurts.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. Picked up by Brandon Stevens.
And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. In a tie game 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Hurts now hoping to make up for that pick 6.
This is Smith with a grab. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
Yes, down by a touchdown. They needed a big play here quickly, and they got one. And now, plenty of time. No need to panic, but you do need to move quickly.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Just over 50 seconds remain. Here's 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Flush to his right.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens have just about sewn up this football game.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
And if it wasn't over before, it is now. Looking for that one final first down. They got it and then some. And if they play things right from here on out, that should just about assure them a victory.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw.
That is intercepted. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
He's back to throw, eluding the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Back to throw. Forced out to his left. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
He'll look to throw.
Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
Here's 2nd down and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. And now time for one final play that has to be obviously in the end zone.
Can't wait to see what they call, but you want to get it to your best player. Sometimes you have to do it by formation. Move everyone to one side, and maybe he gets a one-on-one isolated on the backside.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
This ball intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory, and it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour and something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was doing ball drills. Defensive linemen, linebackers, sec.